I'm like a newsreader tonight, aren't I? Welcome, everybody, to another red-hot cup of game tea pouring straight into your eyes and ears through the medium of Twitch television. We've missed you terribly. We've been on holiday, haven't we?
You have.
Yes, I have. And then we've been ill.
Yes.
So, yes. But yes, we did miss you terribly over the past 2 weeks. It was, however, a fantastic holiday in Yorkshire. Really, really enjoyed it.
Somebody had to work, though.
Yes. Well, somebody always does, generally.
Yep.
Who's here and who can I say hello to in the chat? It's lovely to see everybody. Oh, I look pale tonight. Dan, look at that.
You look
shining.
fine.
I look like a moonlit fae.
Elder Fae. Elder Fae. There we go, we'll go with Elder Fae.
Okay, we'll go with that. Right, Kiltia, lovely to see you. Jana, nice to see you. Hannah, of course, hello. Dr. Bray, lovely to see you as well.
Hello.
How is everybody? Magical Hannah's come in straight away and she's noticed your nails. Banging nails.
I've gone with the dragon claws today.
Yeah.
Ice dragon, I think you said.
Serving frostworm aesthetics, aren't you?
Totally.
Well, everybody, we've got a rather intense stream for you tonight.
Yes.
And usually, we're all about the positives, aren't we, on this stream? Not tonight.
No.
We're going full hatred,
Detest.
aren't we? Because we are talking about our gaming pet hates in the form of our Gaming Room 101. Now,
I love that programme.
for those of you who aren't aware of what Room 101 is, Room 101 was a frightening chamber conjured up in the writings of George Orwell in his novel 1984.
Yes.
Room 1 was a chamber that reputedly contained a person's worst fears.
Yes.
And it was used to torture the poor protagonist, Winston.
Poor
That's
Winston.
not funny.
Poor Winston.
Poor Winston.
Poor Winston.
It would be specifically adapted by the authorities in 1984 to reflect a person's fear. So for Winston,
Yes.
it was rats, a box of rats mounted to his head.
Oh dear.
A rat hat, if you will. This concept has come to mean something different, though, in recent years because of the BBC television show Room 101. Yes,
I love
absolutely. And
that
the
programme.
format is quite simple. We tell you about our gaming pet hates, and the audience, or my fellow host, the lovely GameTea unicorn Hayley, will be able to vote on what we want to annihilate from existence in Room 101. So the chat tonight will be able to decide whether these things are worthy of total theoretical condemnation.
Annihilation.
In oblivion.
So AJ's got 3. And I've got 3.
Yes, yeah. Evening, Crumpets, lovely to see you. Thank you very much for moderating the stream, of course. Now, who shall we begin with? Yeah. Leo says, looks like polls galore. They're absolutely correct.
Yes.
We'll be asking
love a good
you
poll.
to vote for what you think.
We love a good poll, don't we?
Depending on how we present our arguments, of course.
This is true.
We've also got some really fun games to play tonight. We're playing Franchise Scramble. I've been
I've
making
never
anagrams all day.
I've never done this. I'm not very good at anagrams, so I'm of no hope tonight.
Well, we'll see.
Please be nice to her. We have D&D on Friday. Please be nice.
That's true. That's true. They're always so cruel to me, I think they'll be good at this as well. Tragically, I think that I don't have much of a chance. Yes, so we're here with Roxy. She's got some gaming 101s as well. She's operating, of course, the camera system. Hi. Lucy is in chat. She's not feeling too good tonight, unfortunately. It was her birthday yesterday, everybody, so let's all say happy birthday to Lucy.
Happy birthdays and hearts in the comments, please.
She had a lovely day, but she did overdo it a little bit. All right.
As you always do on birthdays.
Oh, it's your deserved right to do,
Exactly.
isn't it? Now, are we ready to begin? Who's going first? You or I?
I don't mind. I don't mind. I know one of yours and I really do not agree with it.
Should we go with the one that you don't agree with then?
Yes, please do.
Right. Chat, brace yourselves, because you're not going to like this at all.
I don't like it.
The thing that I would put into room 101 is...
See this, it's not happening.
Is my number one.
Sorry, tapping, I shouldn't do that. That's annoying. Ooh. No, I do not like this one at all. The question is, though...
I told it was going to be controversial. It was always going to be controversial. Can I explain my reasons?
Can I ask a question first?
Yes.
Have you actually played it?
Yes, of course.
Oh, you have
darling.
actually played it now?
Yes, absolutely. I've
Fantastic.
played it thoroughly. And I have no problems whatsoever with the game itself.
That's good. That's good, yeah? Okay.
So why indeed am I choosing to place it into room 101? Well,
Why?
chat, I don't know if you're aware, but in the last week, Square Enix have divested themselves of their Western studios. This was big news.
What?
Oh, yes.
How did I miss that one?
Yes, so we've got some big studios, and some big IPs now that are no longer owned by Square Enix. Tomb Raider.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yes. You missed this. You missed the gaming news, right?
I
okay.
clearly have missed this.
They
I
sold
live
them.
under a rock.
They sold them for $300 million to a company called Embracer.
Okay.
So Eidos has gone, Crystal Dynamics has gone, Square Enix Montreal has gone, and they've also removed 50 legacy back catalogue games. They've sold them as well.
Wow.
And they sold them to Embracer, as I said.
Okay.
Embracer have come out and said that they focus on quality single-player experiences with quality over quantity. So why indeed have Square Enix sold their studios? Now this will explain why I'm placing Final Fantasy VII Remake in this category. Because I no longer trust Square Enix's focus.
Right, okay.
Because they have stated that they are concentrating on the development of NFT and play to earn in their franchises.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. They have said that the purpose of the transaction, according to Square Enix, is to assist the company in adapting to the changes underway in the global business environment. And they go on to say, moving forward in fields such as AI, blockchain and the cloud. In their New Year letter, Square Enix referred to 2021 as NFT Year 1 and Blockchain Year 1. In the same letter, they were somewhat dismissive of gamers that play to have fun over gamers that play to earn. So frightening stuff here, actually, for people who are into their legacy gaming.
Well, that means we're not getting part 2 or part 3.
Mm-hmm.
And that is... Wow.
Oh, no, I think they will. I think what they're doing is they're mining for gold at the moment.
And getting cold.
They're mining very, very deeply for gold. And there is a danger of a cave-in, if that
They're mining
makes
for
sense.
gold and they're getting coal.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah. I think what will happen, and I think, chat, if you'll go with me on this hypothetical journey, I believe that the development will be wrung out over a series of years. I believe that the series will be systematically bled dry based on Square Enix's new focus. I believe that this will result in a convoluted and lengthy, confused story, because they are, of course, changing the storyline radically as well. With Tetsuya Nomura as their guiding North Star, and let's face it, in the Kingdom Hearts series, he can be accused of being overcomplicated with his plot lines. So, whilst a noble idea,
Yeah.
and I really have no problem either with the concept of splitting this game into several parts, because it's almost like the original discs.
Yeah.
There were 3 discs. Were there 4 discs or 3
No,
discs?
3 discs. The other one
3
was a demo.
discs. Yeah.
I think it was a demo for
There
Final
were
Fantasy
3
VIII.
discs in Final Fantasy VII, and that's something that I could live with. I just don't think that this is going to be a happy road. Chat, Come on then, let's have a poll. What do you think? Should FF7 Remake be going into room 101? Well, there you go.
Well, now knowing the information... well, now knowing that information that you've divulged to us... The theatrics.
Goodbye.
What's it? Oh no! Oh no!
So enthusiastic.
Yeah.
I told you it was going to be hateful.
Yeah, but knowing the information as to why, I can understand why now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I saw that, I was like, what?
I said I wasn't going to explain my reasons.
And now you have. And I can understand why. That's going to be a bit of a kick in the teeth to players
that's what
Final
I believe.
Fantasy,
Yeah.
like, hardcore Final Fantasy 7 fans.
It really
like myself.
wasn't until last week when that news came out that I made my decision that I no longer had faith in the development of Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
Well...
Right, hold on, let's read some chats.
Do it. What is an NFT?
It's a type of sort of digital ownership that's based on the blockchain.
Oh, okay.
Lucy says, I'll
rock.
never play a game that makes you buy stuff.
So I'm trying
Hannah says, oh man, I can't disagree with studios losing their way. Well, you know, further to this, Facebook have tried desperately to get the metaverse up and running this year. And I think they've lost $20 billion off their stock price. And this really comes down to a fundamental gamble, doesn't it? Do people prefer interacting in real life or in the digital metaverse?
Well, this is the thing, because I've got friends in Norway that I can't interact with in real life because they don't live around.
True.
So...
It has its utility.
It does. So for me, it's a mixture of both. Real life interactions like with you and GameTea and my friends. And then there's that virtual with my friends that live abroad.
Yeah.
So
I think
it has merits in both.
A combination is healthy. But yeah, it comes down to the fundamental gamble. Now, I don't know what the answer is.
No, I don't think anybody knows what the answer is.
I don't know what the answer is. I mean, how do you know that we're not already in virtual reality? How do you know you exist?
How do we know we're not already in the Matrix?
Well, I think, therefore I
am. True.
However, sensory information is only electrical impulses. And theoretically, an electrical impulse can be manipulated or changed.
Manufactured.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be very strange, wouldn't it? If we were in virtual reality and playing virtual reality. I'll stick to just having a coffee in the real world with you, darling.
Yes, always.
Okay, Kilty says 4 discs was Final Fantasy 8.
Yes, I think it was a demo.
I know, I was just thinking of the packet. Crumpet says NFTs have crashed. Square Enix stated they will be looking into what potential there may be, but there are no fixed choices made going forward. Yes, of course, but they've already divested themselves of those studios, so... certainly makes you question what their focus is.
You got to think, once something's written down, it's very hard to get rid of.
Kilty says the remake is gorgeous, but I do have a lot of reservations about Square Enix and their direction at present. I think dabbling in this new tech just reeks of fear of missing out and naivety. I hate the idea of the FF franchise suffering due to this nonsense. Not to mention all the Final Fantasy VII mobile apps that are in the works, which will no doubt charge lots of the content. Yes, the extended universe of Final Fantasy VII's always had...
It was like before Crisis as well, wasn't it? That was a mobile one, which was never
in the EU. And,
it was never... It was only, you could only get it in Japan.
Yeah.
And then they brought out Crisis Core for the PSP.
I'm not fundamentally against the concept of digital ownership.
No.
But, you know, as an artist that works prolifically in digital, but not this way. Right, okay. Go on then, is it your turn?
Yes. Well, since we've just spoke about Final Fantasy VII Remake, mine is exclusive to one console.
Hate it. Thank you.
Because I can't afford to go out and buy a PS4, even though they've come down quite close, or a PS5, just to play my favourite game. I had to borrow a console.
Yes, mine.
Yes, and I need my game back and I need the console. I need to play it. But yeah, for example, what was it when they first brought out one of the PlayStations, there was one game in particular that was solely for the PlayStation.
Can I play devil's advocate here and say, what about games that involve a company mascot or as good a company mascot? Spyro, Sonic.
Well, you can get them on
Mario.
Xbox now. You can get, apart from Mario, you can't get Mario on the Xbox. You can get Sonic on there.
You know, when I worked at Game, every week somebody would phone me up asking for Mario on the Xbox 360.
But yeah, that's my biggest thing. I'm not going to go out and buy that console just to play that one game. I don't agree with it. Because look at it.
Hannah says, sorry, but as a dev, it's just easier. And Crumpet says, I have to respect exclusivity. It's why competition and gaming progression exists.
Oh, as a business standpoint,
agree.
as a business standpoint, I can understand that. But from a players on minimum wage who can't afford to buy all of these consoles just for a particular game, you know what I mean? So it's taken years. So back to Final Fantasy VII, there's a PC version. There's a PlayStation version. There's now a Switch version. There's now an Xbox version, which is fantastic because you can play your favourite game on all of those consoles. Crash Bandicoot was originally a PlayStation game. Original PlayStation. I still have mine. I love mine. You can now buy that for Xbox.
Yes.
Spyro as well. What's the other one I bought? It's like now Minecraft. Originally, it was just Java for the PC. You can now get it on Switch, which you play on the Switch. You can now play it on the Xbox. You can now play it on your PC.
I must admit, I don't like their two versions. Bedrock and...
Do you not?
No, I don't.
Really?
I don't like the way they do it at all. Because one always receives the updates first. And as a Switch owner, I always miss out.
So you say that. On Java, they've released a snapshot for something new. But you can play it on Bedrock before weekend. You have to download a specific snapshot for it. Okay. But yeah, it's this. I can understand it from a business standpoint, but from a player standpoint who is on minimum wage,
your poll is up, darling. Your poll is up, Hayley. Let's see what chat says. I'm a swing voter.
It's one of those. I understand it from both sides of the coin, business and consumer. If you can afford...
Hannah says porting is a horrible process. I agree. It's wonderful to have as many places for a game. It's not always doable. Yeah,
no, that's understandable. On the Minecraft server...
No, Hannah, give us games. We want to play Grand Theft Auto on our calculators. And...
Do you even use a calculator anymore? Because I use my phone.
I don't use a calculator, darling. That's why everything I do is wrong.
I use my phone.
Right.
But yeah, that's how I see it. I see it from both sides, the consumer and a business standpoint.
We want Red Dead Redemption 2 on our Nokia 3210s. Otherwise, we riot.
Have you still got one of those? My dad's still got one in his drawer.
That's probably somewhere in the drawer.
My dad's got one in the drawer.
Dibby! Hi, Dibby. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing good. Stay safe and healthy. Hannah says they're working on the calculator version now. Rose Tiger, thank you so much for the sub. Yay. So what was the results of the poll?
Currently still ongoing.
It's still ongoing. Crumpet says it's an ethical thing more than anything. Throw the same concept back onto GameTea's company. Exclusivity on sale. It's been done before, where you've sold stuff on event only. That is true, yes. Yes, it's ethically as a buyer nicer to be able to buy it on the online store as well as the venue, but sometimes just practical, easy enough too. Rose Tiger says, long time customer, first time viewer. It's lovely to have you on the stream. Thank you for coming to spend time with us. We really do appreciate it. What is the result of the poll then? Is it going in or is it not going in?
Still ongoing. I don't know if it has to be closed.
Leo, does it have to be closed? Does it have to be closed?
Yes is winning 63% to 38% no.
And we do actually have a game next. What? So we're not going to be playing for any prizes tonight because there's too many answers that are possible here, and it would just be an administrative and logistical nightmare for poor Roxy. But we are going to play Franchise Scramble.
What's that? I'm what? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
The poll was made for 5 minutes.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Right, so shall we have a look at our first puzzle then of the evening? Is everybody ready?
Yes.
I do hope you've got your thinking rat hats on. Puzzle is up. Okay, here we go. We're playing Franchise Scramble. Oh, AJ's been hard at work on these anagrams. Right. What I've done is I've rearranged some very popular video game franchises for everybody in the form of anagrams. Now, each anagram has a little bit of a clue to what the franchise could be. These are, of course, franchises, refers to games that have multiple entries in them. So, everybody, if you've got the answers, just throw them out there.
I know 2.
You know 2?
I've guessed
Stop.
2 straight away.
Right, and my example is Code,
3.
Heighton's Hog, Sonic the Hedgehog.
I've got 3.
You're not allowed to contribute.
I know I'm
to
not,
this
but I've got 3. I know 3 straight away.
Kiltia. Oh, well, Doom is easy. Yeah.
Kiltia's got, yep.
Kiltia has got Silent Hill, of course. Rose Tiger says, I love your free dice weekends. I spent a lot of money to get free dice from you. Oh,
Aww.
Wonderful. We
It's
do
much
appreciate
appreciated.
It is much appreciated,
Wow.
yes.
Hearts to your wall.
So we've got 2. Mega Alert.
I know what that one
do
is.
We think, what do we think that could be? And repairs the sub room. Oh, Magical Hannah straight in there with Dragon Age for Adore the Gang. We do adore the gang.
Yep.
Adore the whole gang
Yep.
of Dragon Age. There are some fantastic characters in that game.
Yeah, I know what Mega Alert is.
Give them a chance, darling.
Oh.
Oh, Metal Gear.
Yep.
Yeah, Mega Alert is, of course, Metal Gear. Well done, Hannah. Hannah is cleaning up
I
tonight.
know.
Rose Tiger says, I got nothing. Oh, dear.
Robert Dream.
Robert Dream.
No, I'm stuck on that one.
Dream about robbing it. Look, there's only so much you can do with anagrams, okay?
What's that one?
Some are a bit tenuous. We've got Repairs, Subroom and Robert Dream left. Hager says I'm drawing a blank. Juicy Lucy says, where is Skyrim? Skyrim's not a franchise. The franchise is called The Elder Scrolls. Assassinated. Magical Hannah says Tomb Raider. Yep, Robert Dream. Well done. So that means we have only one left, which is repairs the sub-room. Now, what type of people would repair a sub-room? Like a sub-basement? Or
come on, can you guys get this? Because I've got to think, I think I know.
Where would you expect to see somebody repairing?
No, stop it. There you go.
Super Mario Brothers. Compass has got it. Yes. Oh, look, a newsreader, don't I? The news is positive, of course. Oh, well done, everybody. A very brief but fun game. We've got another franchise scramble coming up shortly. I do believe Magical Hannah was well in the lead with those answers, absolutely cleaning up. Rose Tiger says more bus repairs. There is a bus simulator, right?
No, there's Farm Simulator and Goat Simulator.
Desert Bus. It's a game.
No.
Yes, of course it is, darling. Yes.
Really?
Yes. Desert Bus. Infamous game.
Never heard of it.
Just drive along a road on a desert indefinitely.
Strange.
Yeah. Rose Tiger says, you haven't played the More Bus Repairs franchise. Sounds fascinating. Magical Hannah says, Desert Bus. I love that game. See, didn't make it up.
I never said you did. I've just never heard of it. Told you, I live under a rock.
Oh dear. Right, so, are we ready for another Room 101?
The poll was in,
Yes.
and it was a yes.
In it goes. Ha It's gone.
Sorry, Hannah.
Sorry, darling.
I was on your side just to make it clear. Are we ready for the next one?
Go for it.
Okay. Let me explain it to you then with an analogy.
Okay.
Imagine somebody is on a ocean,
canoeing.
Mm-hmm. Right, they are paddling very, very happily along at a decent speed.
Yeah.
Okay? Progressing on their course as intended. Now, they look behind them and what they see is an enormous wave approaching. And the canoeist thinks, I can advance myself here, but I need to discard as much weight as possible. And so they toss away their paddle.
Mm-hmm.
And they wait for the wave to come along.
Mm-hmm.
And it's possible that the wave will carry them forward.
Mm-hmm.
It may carry them forward very rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
But the wave passes. And when the wave passes, the canoeist is left on the ocean and their paddle is nowhere to be seen. What I've just described to you is what I would like to place next in room 101. Following trends.
Literally up a creek without a paddle.
Yes. This refers specifically to the creation of the neglect of games of a certain genre as they are repurposed, sometimes very brutally, to serve the needs of the current trend.
Okay.
In a manner that means that their fan base is entirely alienated. Thinking things like Metal Gear, I'm thinking things like Battlefield.
Right, yeah, okay.
And whilst it can yield some temporary successes, I think it is a mistake. Now, there are some trends that are worthwhile following in gaming. Things like the accessibility changes. Brilliant. Every game should have them. But things like that, when you completely abandon the soul and spirit of your game, the heart, the beating heart, for a small temporary gain, it smacks of upper management, it smacks of a CEO who is misguided and following temporary profits.
Yeah,
and
instead of following
I believe that the creativity is compromised, and I believe the experimentation is compromised as well.
Yeah.
And I believe the artistry is compromised. So, chat, what do you make of that one? That is following trends. Let's have a read. The thousands of Battle Royale games, Dibby says.
Ugh.
Yes.
Flappy Bird. That was a trended game. Went and then all of a sudden disappeared. Not that I ever played it.
Controversial opinion, Breath of the Wild is in this category for me. It's going that way.
That's
Hannah says, remember when every game had a battle royale? Do we remember when Bioshock 2 had a multiplayer mode?
Did it?
Yeah, and you could never find a match for it, unsurprisingly.
Oh, Final Fantasy 15 had a DLC you could download where you could join other players and do something, and then that never came to fruition.
Yeah, that's
or
it.
You'd come online and there'd be nobody there.
That's it. Abandoned. In a way, I felt this about Final Fantasy VII, says Kiltia. Remake. It made me kind of sad that it wasn't turn-based, but that's because turn-based is out of fashion these days. Correct. Yeah. Dibby says, I remember Fortnite started as a zombie survival game, and then they ditched that for the Battle Royale due to Unknown's Battlegrounds becoming super popular.
I am bored of Fortnite in my house.
Yeah, that's right. PUBG, that's where it all began, really.
They've done something else with Fortnite recently as well. There's
Chapter 2.
Yeah.
I don't follow it, but I will say this.
I have it in my house.
PUBG, very much inspired by Halo, Forge modes, because I was playing this Battle Royale game mode, and Minecraft servers had it as well, and it was all based on the Hunger Games trend.
Yeah.
So they owe something, I would say, to good old Katniss.
Yes.
Totally. Dr. Ray says, you mean like Dishonored too? because everything needed a strong female lead. Yeah, totally agree. Not objecting to the strong female lead, but Emily, it should never have been Emily. I mean, Corvo was desperately trying to not have her involved in the darker side of his life, the dishonourable side of his duties. It was sad, actually, in the start of Dishonored 2, when you saw Emily, she was just like her father. She was an assassin.
Yeah.
Meaning, essentially, that Dishonored 1 had happened for no reason.
Yeah.
Backstory annihilated. Should following trends go into Room 101? Magical Hannah says Dishonored made the strong female lead optional, which is a trend I hate. Yeah, definitely.
If you're gonna have a strong female lead, don't make it optional. Not that I'd put this in Room 101. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I love that game. Absolutely love it.
Have the courage to do it. Have the courage to do it.
Yeah. You can choose between the female and the male role.
Yeah.
If you want to stay with the female role, stay with the female role. If you want to stay with the male role, stay with the male role. But there are points in that game where you cannot.
I think if you want to create a game that's focused on a female character,
just
do that.
Just do it.
Do that. Because gamers aren't going to be like, ooh, Lara Croft, no.
Hang on a minute. Lara Croft has been going for a long time.
No, I can't possibly play Portal. It features
Mirror's Edge.
I can't possibly play that. It features a woman. Totally misguided. Total misconception about gamers. Gamers play good games. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, they don't care whether you've got a female lead.
Following trends is going into Room 101. It's my second entry into Room. Free ASMR with every episode. Okay. Would you like to try one? Or should we have a bit of a product showcase in order to balance out the negativity?
We need some positivity.
We do need some
Product
positivity.
showcase. And this week it's our favourite product.
Yes, well, we thought what we'd do is, because we were going to be talking about things that we disliked in gaming, we would show you our favourite products on GameTea. Things that we've made, things that we've created, things that we just love the look of and that resonate with us personally. So, Hayley will do the honours, since she has by far the best nails. Is that not open?
No, it's not open.
Okay.
If you open that. With that being said then...
Yes.
Get your nails under so everyone can see.
Check them out. We've got dragon claws today, ladies and gentlemen. And they, every pronoun out there. There we go. So for my day job, I'm not allowed nails, unfortunately. But good thing they have press-ons. So yes, there we go. Dragon claws today.
Oh, hi Dylan. Nice to see you. Thanks
Hello,
for coming.
hello. Right. So... I'm going to go with my favourite GameTea product, and I use mine every day, absolutely every day, and mine is the GameTea Kickstarter pen.
That is the Masamune Tactical Titanium Pen. A love child, really. One that we designed for a specific purpose, and that is to be utilised in an emergency situation. I think it's. I carry mine everywhere. I carry it on aircraft. So I carry it on a day-to-day basis. Not only is it a fantastic pen, but it features, as Hayley has just shown you there, a glass breaker tip. So if you are ever faced with an emergency situation, let's face it, it could happen. It's the nature of the world that we live in. It can be used to break glass.
Oh, and this one doesn't have a...
No, you haven't put it in yet.
No.
But one of my favourite part of these pens, actually, is that they are all individually named.
Yes, they are.
So when you do buy the pen, you also get the pen's name. They are all completely individual. No two are the same.
No. Mine was... my name for my pen was specifically picked out for me.
Yes.
Because this pen is quite squeaky. So for those that know me, and those that have quite recently joined the streams, know me very, very well, I'm obsessed with a particular game.
Minecraft.
No.
You're obsessed with that one.
I'm obsessed with that one. But that's different. I'm a moderator on that one. I have a particular obsession with a certain character from a certain game. Don't I?
You have several obsessions.
No,
Hayley.
this
Don't
one's
ask me to list them.
This one is a massive obsession. Why is that done that? I am a Sephiroth obsessed fan.
Oh, well, yes, of course.
And basically, mine is named Seraph.
Yes.
If I remember rightly.
Seraph. Mm-hmm.
Seraph.
Yeah.
So,
Would you like to show mine, Hayley?
Of course, my dear. Let me just do this. That's really squeaky. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. I am so sorry. So that's all nice and loaded up for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a beautiful writer.
Yeah.
I use mine every day.
They come with the Oto refill, which is a particular type of Japanese refill that we just felt suited the pen.
Yes.
And of course, they are based all on Japanese swordsmiths.
There's 4 altogether, if I remember rightly.
Yes, and I have actually had the privilege of seeing a Masamune sword in the Tokyo National Museum, and it was beautiful.
Jealous.
To think that one man could devote his life to the shaping of one piece of steel. Incredible.
Very. Is this one yours?
Yes. It's my baby. It's a deck of many destinies. And make sure you show Hayley that beautiful silver gilded edge.
Look at that.
Love it. Like a mirror, like a blade.
And how many cards in this set again?
There are 22 cards there, and it basically functions as a deck of many things.
Yeah.
So it's functionally identical, it's just called something slightly different.
And the artwork on these are beautiful.
Thank you. Not only that, it's a great narrative tool for people. It's
I have a set of these.
one of the first decks that I designed, and it's always going to have a special place in my heart, actually.
That's my favourite.
Of course, there is a maritime theme, because isn't there always in my work? Oh God, I'm obsessed, by the way, with a new thing, everybody.
Another new thing. Another new thing.
I'm obsessed with a television programme called Our Flag Means Death. And if you've watched it, chat, let me know.
What? I've not seen this programme.
I love it.
I'm going to have to Google it. But yeah, the silver goes all the way around. It's just stunning. I own this deck. And I plan on incorporating it into my D&D session.
Yes. As a narrative tool, or whether you want to use it as the deck of many things, please. It's a lovely thing. It's a lovely object. It's going to give you lots and lots of inspiration.
Very much so.
So, what do we have up next?
What's yours, Roxy?
What my favourite?
Yes.
The dice.
Oh, these feel so nice in my hand. They sound nice. There we go. ASMR.
Kids. Love them. Love this particular gemstone. It has a very storied past, and that is, of course, bloodstone. It's a type of jasper.
Very appropriate for Lunara.
Yes, very appropriate for
very
your
much so.
But also, it was said to give one the ability to control a storm. So if you are a tempestuous character, I can think of nothing greater to align with you. Magical Hannah says, Our Flag Means Death. Yes! It's the best show ever. I love it so much. Dr. Bray says, Our Flag Means Death is brilliant. Highly recommend it. And Juicy Lucy is working on a sculpt for Our Flag Means Death as part of our Pride Month Kickstarter coming up. Right, can I just say, you know, anybody who's watched it, you know, Steed has a closet in his captain's cabin.
I've not seen this programme,
Well,
so you're going to have to kind of...
I have a captain's cabin in my closet, don't I?
She does. It's the best.
Oh, you're on
It's
about
the
at home.
thing.
And I'm going to show everybody next week, because they won't believe me. I've got a captain's cabin in my closet.
Okay.
Truly. So, of course, I feel a great affinity with Steed. Now, let's have another franchise.
Yes.
Scramble.
Yes.
Scramble.
Let's get scrambling.
But with every gemstone dice purchase, you have, I forgot to mention this one, little leather
Yeah.
bag with the Amorpha tie on there.
Right, okay. Well, let's see what everybody comes up with this time then. Challenge is definitely upped here.
Yes. Oh no, never mind.
Dibby says Wolfenstein. Dibby, slow down, won't you? Give everybody else a chance, for goodness sake. That is correct,
Taunt
though.
Godfather.
Intense Wolf is Wolfenstein. Taunt Godfather. Like, there's a little clue. There's a little clue in each anagram. First get there. Sulk Roads, Garlic Mansions, and Frantic Me. Dibby says I got one right, I peaked.
Yay.
Very well done.
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh dear, Grand Theft Auto. Lucy
She loves that game,
just beat you to it, Hannah.
She loves that game.
Yeah, she
I haven't
does love
played
that
GTA
game.
in a
Taunt the
long
Godfather.
time.
You kind of do, don't you? Kind of become the Godfather.
Yeah, man. First to get there.
Right, so we've got the first two. Very good. First get there and Sulk Roads, Garlic Mansions, and Frantic Me. You'll be Frantic Me if you play in hard mode. Magical Hannah, Street Fighter. Yeah, first get there. I mean, there's a lot of international travel in that game. So, you know, first get there. Right. Well done. Sulk Roads. Any guesses? Garlic Mansions. Frantic Me.
I'm struggling with this one.
Oh, it's your beloved.
Huh?
It's your beloved.
Huh?
It's your beloved. Magical Hannah, she's cleaning up tonight. Sulk Roads. Yes is Dark Souls, because you do sulk, don't you, when you can't do it. Bloody game.
Minecraft.
Lucy,
I can't believe I didn't get that. I am so sorry, Minecraft community.
Be running around as if...
I hang my head in shame.
Frantic Me. That's Minecraft. So that's just one left to go then, guys.
Garlic mansions. Mushrooms.
Are you hungry?
No. No. Garlic mansions.
Oh, Magical Hannah's got the last one too, but she's going to give everybody else a chance. That's very kind. That's very generous of you, Hannah.
Nah, just do it, Hannah. Garlic mansions.
Roxy likes this game.
Has she played it recently?
Don't know. Switch. Nintendo. Portable. Mostly, anyway.
Oh, hang on. No, it's not. There's
What were
a
you
letter
thinking?
missing.
What are you thinking?
No, there's...
No, it's not Mario Kart.
Yeah, I am not Animal Crossing.
How many letters? It's Animal Crossing. It's an excessive amount of letters, Dibby. Well done. It's Animal Crossing. Garlic Mansions. Yeah. Don't ask me how Garlic Mansions connects to Animal Crossing. I'll be honest.
You could
Little houses, right? I'll be honest, chat. I was struggling a little bit at that point. You'll have to bear with me.
Right, I'm going to let you in a secret. I'm not very good at English, AJ.
Well done, everybody who got answers there.
Well done, everyone.
So, are we on to our very... Actually,
No,
let's show everybody the new development really quickly.
Okay.
So, guys, we're going to have some new things at UK Games Expo.
Is this actually a design? Or is it
No, that was just a prototype.
Okay. That's not going to fit under there.
And I'll just... This is a small one. This is a really, really small one. Okay, we're not actually making them this size, but I'm going to just do this. I'm going to do a flyby and everybody can get hyped. That's the new thing that's coming. That is a small one though. They're much bigger than that. That is suede something or other. What could it be? I don't know.
It was
Don't
nice.
ask me.
It was nice. Shall we show Lucy's favourite thing?
Yes. What's
and
Lucy's
then
favourite thing?
move on to the 101s.
Let's do it.
So this is Lucy's favourite GameTea product.
Ah, yes, the Druid's Chronicle. Yeah. A wonderful repository, actually, of all of your creative thoughts. I am a great believer in a good notebook. You made me my notebook, didn't you, for holiday? Everywhere I go, I make a little book, a little journal, a little diary of the places that I've been. I have an Instax camera. I print out the pictures. And I try to remember all the places that I've been in that way. Because given a few weeks, a few months, you do tend to forget, and everything just dissolves into a soft haze of...
life.
Yes. Yes, everything is softened into memory at that point. And
see, I love this one as well. Out of all of mine, this is my favourite because it's like a suede, soft,
yes,
brushed, kind of feel to it.
Has a wonderful hand feel.
So obviously you get all your notebooks, which is refillable, and then you have your slots here where you could potentially pop a card in. These don't fit, but the cards you can buy for magic cards, spell cards.
They're for standard poker sized cards, so they're great for spell cards or similar.
Yeah. And you get your beautiful ends on there.
Yep.
Such a beautiful book.
And there is an inscription, of course, on the front. Traveller repose and dream amongst my leaves. Which is, of course, William Blake. No less.
Beautiful, beautiful book.
And it's given many, many people inspiration. We've sold lots and lots of them over the years, and I'm so glad about that. I think it's a worthy choice for a favourite product.
Yes. So that's Lucy's favourite product.
Now, we're gearing up for the last sort of 15 minutes of the stream, where I have one that is... I don't think anybody will argue with this one. Oh, is it your turn? I'm sorry, I'm just full of hate.
For loathing.
It's my name. It's called Nominative Determinism. A phenomenon I absolutely love, in which your name influences your life. They've proven a correlation.
Well, my name hasn't done mine because I'm not a tailor.
But you do work for a garment company.
This is true. Yes. Yes. So
go on then.
So
hit me.
Well, I can't decide between the two. It's gonna have to come down to relating to my first one. Physical copy versus digital copy price.
That's an easy yes.
It's got to go in there.
It's
got to go in there.
An easy yes for me. I don't know how it's justified that a digital copy can be the same cost as a physical.
I know it's
and
ridiculous.
sometimes even more expensive.
Yeah. So going to Minecraft, right? When I first started playing Minecraft, you introduced me to it, and I played the Bedrock edition because I was on my laptop, right? I paid $24.99 for a digital copy, right? $24.99, and then I purchased my Java account, which was £17 digital, right? However, normally you expect to pay a hell of a lot more for a physical copy of Minecraft. I bought Minecraft for the Switch so my little boy could play it. £20.
And that is why it's an easy yes for me.
So I don't understand the correlation with that. You would have thought the digital would have been less expensive than the physical copy.
Yeah,
but then
totally.
The new Final Fantasy, something Paradise, which I'm looking to get at some point, a physical copy is $49.99 or $55.99. It's the same price digitally. I can understand paying more for a physical copy because you've got the box, the printing, the disc. There's a digital copy. You just download.
The thing is, once again, to play devil's advocate and offer a counter argument, is that it does mean that game shops have some competitive edge.
They have overheads as well.
Because if they're the same price as the digital, most people... Roxy is a great fan of doing this. She will seek out the physical copy above all things. Because, of course, with the physical copy as well, you do get a trade-in value.
Yeah, exactly. If you've got a digital version, you're not going to get anything from it. You're stuck with it. Exactly. I prefer, if I've got to pay for a game, pay for the physical copy.
Yes.
Because then, as you said, if you want to take that game back, you can trade it in and get a price back, or put it towards another game.
It's true, Hayley, and we know how poorly games are archived.
Yes.
There is just far too much abandonware out there. People, developers, publishers will discard their games if they're not making money, and it's left down to sort of illicit archivers to preserve these things. And I think in a digital-only climate, that just becomes that much harder to do when you have to factor in DRM.
And this is what I found a bit of a waste of time. I do apologise, Sony. Love you. Love my original PlayStation. And Xbox as well. What is the point of having a digital-only console and one you can put a disc in? Why not just do what you have been doing all of these years? Give people the option. If you buy digital only, you're stuck.
Yeah, I believe in digital subscriptions. I think they're excellent.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why they don't want a CD in a games console, because it's an incredibly fast-moving part that just has so much to go wrong. I can understand that as well,
but
you can understand that.
But if you want to give someone the option to go and have a physical special edition games,
if
they want to have a special edition version of it, they can't play it.
Yeah,
it's just going to sit there.
Yeah.
That's my. I don't know about you guys, but that's my point of view on it.
It's an easy yes for me. It's an easy yes for me. It's 100% yes. I'm definitely going into room 101.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of ASMR. I can't even say that. ASMR. What? ASMR. Can't speak today.
Chad have voted. Physical versus digital price is going in room 101. Yes. So this, I believe, will be another easy yes. I thought, I'd begin controversial and I'd end up with something that is really, really, really going to irk people and vex the most ardent gamer.
It's easy yes for me.
Yes, this one is not releasing soundtracks. I looked into this. I wondered why this was the case. It's generally the case with the Nintendo that they do not release their soundtracks. Or rather, what I should say there is that they do release their soundtracks, but they don't release them in Europe or North America. And the reason is because as soon as you print something on a disc in North America, it becomes subject to what's known as a mechanical license.
Right, okay.
And anybody can take that music and they can cover it. They can't use it, but they can cover it.
Okay.
So my friend Pontus Holgren does orchestrations of all manner of games. He's brilliant.
He's a beautiful artist.
But he can only orchestrate the games, soundtracks that have been released in North America on a disc.
Oh.
That's it. Because they are subject to the mechanical license. And the reason why Nintendo don't release their games soundtracks
is because they don't
want them being covered. So he has to sort of make do with compilation albums and maybe like a part of a Metroid soundtrack that's partially released here and partially released there.
Yeah.
And let people cover your music. That's what music's all about. Iteration.
Art is in the eye of the beholder. Music is a massive form of art.
I cannot really see any negatives to releasing the soundtracks.
No, not at all.
I mean, Nintendo are quite clear. They say if you want to listen to the song, go play the game. But sometimes that's just not convenient.
No, because if you've got to, for example, do work and you want to listen to a soundtrack for a game that you love, you can't sit there, have it on.
Yeah.
Because if it's anything like me, there's the temptation there to play it. But that's just me.
Kildea says, give me OSTs. Dibby says, I absolutely hate when this happens. Let me listen to the wonderful music.
Yeah.
The poll is up. Rating Hyperion. Leo says, Heart Pontus. Can I just say, says Lucy, that my room 101 is when the text is too small to read on the screen. UI issues, don't you just hate them? Kildea says, have to agree with this too. At least have some options for increasing font size. Totally with you. 100%. Dibby says, open up a Battlefield match during work to listen to the music.
I like it.
Yeah, I'll just leave my Switch playing somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the Super Mario Odyssey soundtrack.
Oh, Isaac plays that.
Really personal issue.
Isaac plays that on Lee's Switch.
So what do you think then, chat? And by the way, chat, if you do have any Room 101s that you would like to contribute, let us know, and Hayley and I will decide upon them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm sure we'll have another Room 101.
Yeah, I'm really
some point.
I'm really interested to see what everybody wants to put in.
Yeah. Totally.
Mithril says, Sage says, I used to leave Oblivion running so I could hear the menu music. Yeah. And Patrick
Nice.
Stewart talking through the intro. Am I right?
Oh, hello.
Lucy says, I have Skyrim on vinyl. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Great. Yeah, so drop your Room 101s in chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really interested to see what these are going to be.
Is that a 3-digit figure there?
That's a yes. That's all 3 of mine into Room 101. Thank you, chat. Mwah. Let hatred reign.
What's yours, Roxy?
Mine's very specific and quite simple, and it is in Mario Kart inking. Inking, so going to Room 101
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's unfair for
That's the little
human
squid that come
players.
down, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if you're playing against PC players, then it doesn't affect them.
No, it affects you straight away.
But it affects me. So
Hate it.
Mario Kart.
We hate Mario Kart Inc. Get it in there.
I don't play Mario
Wretched,
Kart because
wretched
I'd be
inking.
filled with hate. I'm filled with hate anyway with certain subjects, but no, that's why I don't play Mario
Right,
Kart.
last one.
Last one.
Let's
Now, I've got a feeling this is going to be a mixed bag.
go on.
Video footage that isn't part of the game to play. So when they're advertising a game and it says not actual game footage, why? Why? I understand for advertising purposes, but if you see footage for the game, you'd kind of expect that to be in there,
Yes.
though. It's kind of
Yeah.
it's detrimental to me. I'm
Yeah.
just like, I want to see
No,
all
I
of
don't like it. I mean, the thing is, you can sort of understand it in the days gone by when, you would see Final Fantasy VII or whatever, or some early game, and you would have a bit of full motion video there.
Yes.
Because obviously the graphics were not great, but the FMV would usually be in the game, so at least you could experience
Fantasy
it.
6
There's
was
no
like
excuse.
this as well.
There's no excuse these days
Yeah.
for not including
No.
gameplay footage.
So the early Final Fantasy games, they were 2D, but the videos were 3D graphics. They'd show you those. That's in the game.
Yeah.
But nowadays, no.
No, there's no excuse these days.
No.
And it's deceptive, really,
It
isn't
is.
it? And
It's
it
not fun.
comes down to the old deceptive trailer of E3, doesn't it? Which
Yeah.
all gamers, they shudder at the thought of a deceptive trailer in E3. Juicy Luce says, I think as long as it's made very clear and you have the gameplay footage, then it's fine. Yeah.
But sometimes they put it in the corner at the bottom, not actual game footage, so...
Debbie says this is always devastating during E3 and such. If you watch The Division or Rainbow Six Siege trailers, they are not like the actual game, and it saddens my experience. Now we've got one in from Kiltia.
Oh.
My Room 101 would be achievements that require you to do certain things online / an obnoxious amount of multiplayer stuff. As the game ages, it becomes impossible to attain them. I know some people don't care about achievement, but it does kind of irk me if there's something I can't do in a game due to things outside my control. Yeah. Annoying. Lots of people are completionists.
My brother is a completionist. It makes my blood boil because he's like, I've got to do this achievement. I'm like, you don't actually have to, just enjoy the game.
I'm an Aries. I just rampage through a game and leave it.
I should be an Aries because that's what I do.
Goodbye. Achievements scattered, incomplete, everywhere. Collectibles, 6 out of 100.
Meh. Final Fantasy 13, when you end up going on the Arclight step and you've got the Thief, you've got to try and complete their tasks that they haven't done. I've done 2.
I think just make challenges legitimately difficult.
Yeah.
And then, keep them, as
Yeah.
Kiltier says, within the game as a whole.
Yeah.
And, let's not leave it up to others. particularly in multiplayer matches where you have to like do certain behaviours as well. If you're not in a gaming squad, it's really,
some
really
people don't
difficult.
want to play like that though.
They don't want to play like that.
No.
Yeah, I think that's a Room 101.
Yeah, totally.
Crumpet says, I put event costs into Room 101, as in table charges, carer ticket charges, essentially extra charges that prevent really passionate people from attending events.
Yeah.
I know it's to stop abuse, but damn, it's sometimes too much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Prohibitive costs.
Especially for disabled patrons to events and stuff.
Completely.
I find it quite detrimental.
Because there's already just such an increased cost. Yeah. I believe in radical concessions for young people, older people, disabled folks.
Yeah.
Radical concessions. And making as much content available for free as possible.
Totally.
Anyway, that's part of my ethos. Hegger says, one of my Room 101's Ubisoft gameplay footage of their multiplayer games. I can't think what you mean there, but do... Oh, it says no one speaks like that. Right, okay. The scripted...
Actually get players to play it and then use that footage.
Nobody does speak like that.
No.
I want to send escort missions into Room 101, says Magical Hannah. Magical Hannah? There are quite a few of those in Grand Theft Auto, if I recall correctly. I don't actually mind them. Just kidding, I hate them. Get them in. Edgar says, can I propose Peter Molyneux for Room 101?
What?
We'll never forgive him for Godus. Juicy Lucy says, incomplete games.
Yes.
She ironically left the P out of incomplete. Incomplete games.
Right.
Debbie says, also, like, why put in the extra effort to make fake video footage of the game and make it more impressive if you could just share the game as it is and work on improving that? Totally agree. Let's have a realistic...
Exactly.
I know that there are marketing purposes, of course, but...
Everything has to have a marketing purpose. Right, even I know this.
The thing is, gamers can see through it now.
Yeah.
We can smell inauthenticity a mile off now. We've had it too much. Leo says, I'm a completionist, I have to try and do it.
Each to their own.
Lucy says, omelette games.
Omelette games?
What's that?
Roxy clearly knows what she's on.
Cracking up.
What is she on about?
No pun intended.
Oh, okay.
We don't know what Lucy means when she says omelette games.
Yeah, what? Omelette game. Lucy, you're gonna have to explain that one for me.
Cyberpunk was terrible. Refunded mine. I can't remember any omelette content in Cyberpunk. Can you leave? Roxy's crying.
I think it's another incomplete.
Oh God, she fooled you at your own game.
Apparently that's that was supposed to be incomplete, but I'm all there for the omelette DLC.
Oh bless.
Chat have voted. Non-in-game video footage is going into Room 101. Yes. Chat, you were far too kind to us tonight.
I think that's 6 for 6.
6 for 6. Boom. Well done. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Well, we're coming towards the end of the stream. And it's probably time to think about bidding adieu. I hope you've all enjoyed yourself. I certainly have had a real laugh tonight.
That was brilliant.
No, we're busy at the moment, of course, because we are preparing for UK Games Expo.
I can't wait.
We would love to see you there.
Yes.
So if you are attending Games Expo, head straight to the GameTea store, where I will completely neglect all work that I'm supposed to be doing and spend as much time as possible chewing your ear off, gnawing it off.
I will hopefully be there on Saturday.
Yes.
So yes, please come and say hi.
And I will be there all 3 days. Lucy's going to be there.
Yep.
Roxy's going to be there, of course. We've got another few kind helpers who are there, who you might recognise from the stream, actually. And yes, I will.
Crumpets has asked what other conventions
What other events can we find you at the upcoming 2 to 3 months? The next one coming up for us is an event called ChillCon, where we will really specifically be going to showcase Lucy's miniatures. All right.
Where's that one?
Sheffield.
And
with that, we're going to bid you adieu.
Yes.
Thank you very much for watching the stream. Big kisses. Thanks for all the hatred. And we'll see you again. Same game time, same game place. Okay. Whatever.
Place, yeah.
Bye.
You know by now.
Bye. See you later.